Dear black people, can I be your friend? Can we all be friends? After all, everybody's pink inside. Just asking. Well, good morning, campers. So I charged the battery up in the white van, big van, new van, whatever you want to call it. Got it all done. I plugged it all back in, fixed the clips on top of the battery. But I'm putting the probe into a switch and I can get live, but I can't get the battery charger to turn on. So I'm gonna have to get something else that I can plug in to see if it works. And that's as far as we've got today. The pickle is in, but that will all change. And as you can hear, the diesel heater is firing up. Well, here we are. That's a bit tidier. What the problem was is a consumer box. It wouldn't let electric through. So what I've done is I've just done away with it and just put a plug in. And that plug will only be used for charging the battery. There won't be no 240 volt in here at all, unless it comes off my EcoFlow. So we'll do that. I mean, because that's got a fuse on the plug, and it's got a fuse on the other end of the inlet cable. So I can't really see that's a problem because it's just like the extension lead. But we'll see. Don't look at it by the light, but it's starting to get dark. So I've got the main cabinet in with the drawers. It appears to be a little bit high, but that's how it's going to fucking be. I haven't done anything with leveling. I've just used two 8-inch blocks with an inch underneath it. So I've raised it 9 inches. And I would say it might be 2 or 3 inches higher than a normal kitchen. But that's how it's staying. Let me show you. Yeah. But this is what got sent my son. I need the bar that goes across there, or I need to make something to go across there, because you can see him. But it's all soft touch. So that's where it's going to be. It's got to have a piece cut out the back of it and fit to the wall. That cabinet there is going there, and then the wall for the outside or the inside is going next to it. But that's the only way I can do it, because I've got, unless I take the two bottom drawers out of it and put it in, unless I take the two bottom drawers out of it to cover the, what do you call it, nice stick at that end. But I don't really want to do that. I want it that end, because then when I'm still outside, I think it's the bottom drawers I can use. But as you can see, it's the tea's just arrived. She's gone to get the grandkid, one of them. So all that's coming out, and from the edge there will be my little lounge. I'm going to have an easy chair in there. As you can see, I got a set here. This wall's sort of done. It's not quite as bright as that. Comes out on the thing. Got the beach hut sign. It's nothing like a beach hut now, but we'll keep that, I think. But it's not going to go there. I'll take it down somewhere else. This lot's got to come down from up here. As I told you, but from it there to that middle beam, that's going to be carpeted, and from that beam there to that front end, that's going to be carpeted. And I got an idea of making holes in the roof and pouring in beads. I was going to pour them down the walls, but I'm not too sure. I'm trying to get, I don't know if anybody's got one, but I'm trying to get, I'm trying to get a plan of how these boxes were made, but I don't really know where to look. I went on the internet, like, you know, my thick fucker, and I can't find nothing. But yeah. So we got the electrics. I haven't got enough wire to quite finish off what I'm doing, and so you'll see that at another date. Got the electrics in, got the plug. I can plug it in now, and I haven't got it through what the fuck do I call it? A consumer box. I haven't got it. I haven't got it through a consumer box, because basically it's an extension lead now, isn't it? I'm going to plug it in. Whatever I plug into it is fused, and it's fused in the house anyway. So something will blow, won't it? Reckon? Might do, mightn't it? Either that would be nice and fucking warm in here. We have a fire. Have an open fire. But we don't want that, do we? Yeah, so I reckon it's starting to come together now. But once now I've got that, now I know the bed's definitely going to be here, and I know the cabinet's definitely going to be there, and I'm going to keep the toilet bathroom for the time being. Now I can work on it. Now I can sort of have a go at it, you know. Yeah, and to try and get some insulation here. But I think it's a bit like the van. I mean, like the other van we had, me and H had, that had 53-inch by 31-inch windows, two of, and one 31-inch by 63-inch window, one of, and the two back panels in the back, because it was an ambulance. So we paid £500 to put insulated blinds in, and I got her brother to make me some brackets to go up round it so it hid everything. But that weren't good enough for the Hampshire fucking hag. She took all that fucking out and put fucking curtains up. Fucking mental in it. Spent all that fucking money and that time on there, and shit for brains, took it out and threw it away. Yeah, I don't understand it, you know. But I mean, this is the mattress that was in here. I got a feeling that I'm going to keep it like this with this shitty old top on it, like the wood. But I want to put something in it that maybe I can use the other one. It's a back piece. It's a, what do you call it? But then I'll bring that bit forward, won't it? But it's still got to be, you know what it is? It's going to be that cupboard. It's got to be. Have a look. Sorry, I don't know if that was on or not then. Yeah. So anyway, so that's how far we've got. We're going to chop that cabinet about a bit and get them up under there. And I reckon by putting that cabinet, the other side of that cabinet, and screwing them together, then I will be able to build a wall. And then that will give that corner, that will give that a corner, if you know what I mean. And then I can put stuff in there to go. I mean, I've got a cabinet, which is a corner cabinet. And I don't know whether I'm going to put that in here, down there in low, or put it in up high up there, I was thinking. But that dips down at the front, but that don't. So I might put it up in that corner. But it all depends, doesn't it? Yeah. So I want somewhere to carry my bike, but now I ain't have nowhere to carry my electric bike, because I'm not going to have enough room behind there. And by bringing that in that far, that would be fucking, well, it would be from that back wall to about here, which I would come in like 2 foot. Yeah, I suppose 22, 24 inches to that back door, which will give me a nice bit of outside space. But then it'll have to come into here. It'll have to come in to here, then go back there, and go back along there. But all the electrics are here. I'm just tidying it up, really. I mean, if any of you buys it, you know, comes along and falls in love with it and buys it, then I'll sell it. But the idea is to put the batteries up in that corner, or the battery up in that corner. But yeah, don't know what I can do with a battery. This battery in here seems to be all right. But the plan of attack I've got is, because I've got one of those EcoFlow, but I've only got 1,000 watt kilowatt one, is to put that in there. I'm not going to put the 800 watt charger in. I'm going to put a 500 watt charger in, because this has only got 110 amp alternator. So I don't want to fucking, you know, cook the fucking alternator really. So I'm going to put that in through, but I'm going to put it in through a switch, so that in the summer I can sort of switch it off when the solar is working. Because I may change that solar to a bigger one. I don't know what it is, whether it's 100 or an 80. It's not very big. But because I'm going to have a charging point, and I'm going to have battery operated lights with USBs, so then I won't need to wire any lights. No switches, no wire, no fuck all. That's good. And by having that floor raised at the front there, that's going to give me quite a bit of storage. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I got that oven, but I don't really want to put the oven in because it's got that cabinet there. And that's like just loads of storage really, isn't it? But I don't really want to cut it up and put a fucking oven in. I might stand the oven on the end. I may do that. Make a bracket up. And then take a little bit of the lane. So basically what it'll look like, well, it'll be from the back of that cabinet, the brown bit. There. So that's where the kitchen will go into there. Which will still give me quite a bit of space. And we got about putting cupboards, a shelf up here that comes right out to the edge of here, so that I can put baskets in. And then in the winter, or in the summer, I can hang a curtain. So basically your body heat and your breath will only have to heat the width of this bed, which I reckon's maybe 2 foot and a bit, say 2 foot, and then to about that high, up to that line. So you'll just don't have to have the heat on, keep you warm, won't it? The only thing with it is I've got this spatcher heater in here, which works perfectly all right, but there's no remote on it. But I still had the idea of putting a Chinese heater, or maybe one of these lavender ones, whatever they call it, putting that in the cab, so that in the daytime, in the night time, get up in the morning, press the button, and I'll have it going in the cab and coming in the back at the same time. So I just have 2 heaters, but one to warm the cab up. But we'll see. But now that's in, and I can get some flooring down, and that cabinet in the corner, then it's going to start to come together. It's going to start to sort of look half right, isn't it? We hope. Anyway, I'll speak to you all later. Stay classy, look, fighting, look, bye-bye. And you skins.